Yo, it's your boy Dctree, and this is Dctree-Nation, the channel on YouTube that covers hoops and heroes. And today we're talking hoops. We're talking Josh Primo, y'all. And I gotta tell you, man, it's still early, very early, hella early. But I felt like I was gonna be positive and switch things up and not remind people how early it is, but just give props where props are due. And Josh Primo, he came out to play last night and he looked very spry. He looked very smooth. Like I said in other videos, his offense looked well. So I wanted to make a positive video, because we have something to talk about in Spurs Nation. It ain't a whole lot, but it's something joyous to talk about. Josh Primo looks like he's very talented, man, because when he got on the court, man, his power level kept going up and up.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000! What, 9,000?
And the people of San Antonio loved it, man. It was just so good seeing the fans involved, seeing the fans hype, just seeing the building rock a little bit. It wasn't at full capacity, but it was good to see it rock a little bit, man. I wish I could have been there, man. I wish I could have been in the building when Primo started going ham. But, man, those fans were rocking harder than the entourage after a rap battle. Listen, those San Antonio Spurs fans were more hyped than Commissioner Gordon was to see Batman that time. And I'm all for it, man, because to be honest with you, like I said before, it's a little early, but man, let Spurs fans smile again. You get what I'm saying? Even if it's a bit premature, let us celebrate a little bit, even though, it's only just one preseason game. But sometimes you need something to smile about. You need something to get hyped about. So I'm not going to rain on my brother's parade. But before I jump too deep into it, if you like my content, please sub to the channel. And don't forget to hit that notification bell and smash that like button for me, y'all. Appreciate the support. Okay, guys, I just wanted to talk about 3 things from that preseason game that I liked. 3 positives I took away from it. 3 things that kind of got me hyped for this player. And I know I've been critical of him in the past, and the jury's still out if we're being honest. But he looked good, man, and it's not so much how many points he scored, but it's more about the way he scored. You get what I'm saying? The poise he scored with, the confidence he displayed. Those are the things I looked at. You get what I'm saying? I know people are hype about the percentage and 7 from 8 from the field, shooting well from 3 from 4 from 3, all that stuff like that. And that's relevant, but your shot comes and goes. You get what I'm saying? You're gonna have bad shooting nights. Derrick White had a bad shooting night last night. Lonnie Walker had a bad shooting night last night. You get what I'm saying? It happens. So I'm not getting too wrapped up on that. But I will say this, the first thing that stood out to me was just his shooting touch from 3. The fact that he got the ball and he let it fly immediately, man. His release point was on point, if that makes sense. And that's just indicative of what's to come. If he has that confidence and he's letting it fly that quickly already, then that is a blessing for the Spurs. That is a positive thing for the Spurs. Another thing too, on his jump shot and even on some drives to the basket, he seemed very light on his feet. You get what I'm saying? I was concerned about his frame. We'll see how it holds up throughout NBA season if he gets consistent minutes. I was concerned about his frame, but man, obviously, him being a lighter guy, a skinnier guy, it gives him a lot more pep to his step. He has a sneaky first step and all those things like that. And that kind of transitions into my second point. His shooting off the dribble, I was very impressed by that. You get what I'm saying? The fact that he was using the screens properly, the fact that he knew where to pick his spots, the fact that he wasn't just relying completely on the 3-pointer like so many young players do. He was willing to get into the painted area, runners, a little teardrop here and there. But for the most part, he hit some mid-range jumpers, some mid-range shots. And I'm still an advocate for the mid-range jumper. Of course, like I talk about Murray all the time. Of course, he probably needs to extend his range so he's more of a threat and he can play off the ball better. But the 2-pointer is still a sweet shot, especially in today's game, because a lot of times you're going to be wide open because no one takes them. For the most part, people take threes or they go all the way to the cup. If you can get around that screen, use that screen properly like Primo was last night, and pick and pop, do that thing, baby. Do that. Okay. So like I said earlier, your shot is going to come and go. So it's very important for you to have a larger repertoire. You get what I'm saying? And he can shoot the corner 3. He can shoot the top of the range 3. He can shoot the mid-range jumper. He can take it to the basket, or he can do a little floater before he gets all the way to the cup. Something's going to fall night in and night out. It all may not fall. He's not going to shoot 75% from the 3-point line all the time, or 80 or 90% from the field all the time. But he will have something in his repertoire that will fall. So that's what I was impressed with. And I do think as a fan base, we're a little excited. We're a little overly excited, if I'm being honest. But we got to make sure and be careful to curb our expectations. We don't want to put too much on this kid too soon. You get what I'm saying? People chanting his name from the stands. What if he can't live up to that for a stretch of games? Are we going to dump him to the side and call him a bust? Are we going to make him feel bad about the situation? Who knows, man? Hopefully he can keep it up. Well, hopefully he can get playing time. That's the big thing. And I said that in other videos. It's not so much I never thought he was talented. Not so much I had something against Primo, but it was like, man, we got so many perimeter players. How are we going to divide up the time at the end of the day? And, I hate that people are using Primo's great game as a reason to bash other players. Come on, guys. Let's not get into that. You get what I'm saying? Let's just promote Primo, praise him, high five him, fist bump him, clap for him, and just move on. It's too early to be bashing teammates for one preseason game. Come on, guys. But speaking of teammates, that transitions into my last point. The fact that, Primo has displayed a level of humility and coachability. Coachability, is that a word? I'm using it today. Coachability that I like. He talked about how, Murray has taken him under his wing. Thaddeus Young has taken him under the wing, pushing him to be aggressive, encouraging him, and he's willing to listen to these guys and absorb that knowledge. And this, this trait of Primo's has been displayed since draft night. He's always had a level of humility, a level of innocence, a level of good character. The Spurs talked a lot about that on draft night, about his good character with his teammates. So he's going to be a coachable guy. And you saw that in the summer league, Vassell giving him advice, the coaching staff giving him advice, him listening to what they have to say. Now, like I said before, he's listening to Murray, who is emerging as, the leader of this squad slowly but surely. I know not everyone wants to hear that, but it sounds like he's doing what he's supposed to do. Murray was pulling players to the side, encouraging them. And he did the same thing for Primo. So all that narrative about him hating Primo or trying Primo or insulting Primo is just a false narrative. You get what I'm saying? Because, we were all surprised about Primo getting picked at 11. Heck, Primo was surprised about getting picked at 11. You see what I'm saying? He admitted that. His agent admitted that. It was like, man, they didn't expect to go that early. They went almost 10 or 12 picks early. So let's just, put that narrative away and let's see what this guy has to offer, which so far looks good. Again, not because of the shooting percentages, but because of the poise, the confidence, the quick release, all these intangible things. I think he got like a block shot, really good block shot, after a defender blew by him, not giving up on plays. Those things matter. Those are the things that have me excited. Not that just the hype train in general. Concrete, tangible things have me excited for Primo to see more of his game. Alright guys, that's it for this one. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about Primo right now. Is he gonna get more playing time? Is he gonna get put in Austin? What is your prediction, man? And like I said before, man, we just having a conversation. It's okay to be a little overly excited every once in a while. You know, these are the dark times of being a Spurs fan, you know, compared to the championship run. So let's have some fun with it, guys, in the comment section. Thanks for kicking it with me. Don't forget to hit that like button. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Don't forget to comment, share the video, and thank you so much for the continued support, guys. Can't wait for the season to pop off even further. All right, guys. Peace.